What is up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the podcast. It is Monday night, and I am your host with the locks that rocks, your cyborg to die for, Adam Richmond, and this is Surviving Rocklahoma, the official podcast of Rocklahoma. Checking in the comments. How's it going, everybody? Let me know how we're sounding before we get the show started. I already see a couple of folks already tuning in. What is up, Brooke? I also see Christy Gross of Camp Mardi Gras, of course, is in the comments. And, man, we've got a stacked show tonight. I also see Christian Hopkins. Shout out to Rockavet. There's Brandy from Black Pearl Camp, as well as Sound Pearl, and proud members of Rockavet as well. What is up, Darren? Got me loud and clear. Thank you so much. There's my neighbor, Tawny. What is up, fellow Tahlequah? I don't know what you call a citizen of Tahlequah. Tahlequan? Tahlequahite? I don't know. Not quahite there, I guess. But I digressed. We are so glad to be joining you all live on Facebook, also on YouTube and Twitch. And happy President's Day to all of you out there. What's up, Josh? I also see Rebel is in the comments, so we've got our photographer in-house. So I think it is safe to go ahead and start the show. But before we do, we are going to honor our sponsors, as we do every week. And first up, we want to give a huge shout out to DEB Concerts. And Rocky will be doing this year inside of the Roadhouse Stay over at Rocklahoma Labor Day weekend. And I'm so excited to see who he brings to Rocklahoma this year. We've got a lot of folks that are getting super excited about it. And, Doug's been doing Rocklahoma for years and years, and he's also been a proud a proud supporter of the local music scene. And he's been rocking a couple of venues in between Rocklahomas. So be sure you give him a lot of love to DEB Concerts. Also, we want to give a huge shout out to At Your Service Rental, another Rocklahoma partner, and the only place I know of where you can get your own portable restroom for your campsite. You can also get you a swimming pool, too, to beat the heat that Labor Day weekend. It sounds so funny to be thinking about being hot and miserable when we've got a blizzard coming around. But you know what? I tell you what. Even outside of Rocklahoma, he's got your portable facilities. So maybe if you have to deal with some busted pipes or anything like that during this upcoming snowstorm, remember, he's also got those portable restrooms, sanitation stations, shower houses, and just about anything else you can think of for your event. Also want to give a shout out to the Rocklahoma Bitches, proud sponsors of the show. And man, they're just like our Rocklahoma community cheerleaders, man. They just always got the spirit going. And, we all love that coveted swag. I don't know about you guys, but I am all ready for winter with my Rocklahoma Bitches beanie. Yes, be jealous. You know you want one. I'm going to be rocking mine all week this week. Also, we want to give a lot of love to Rockavet. We've been working together with Rockavet since their early days. And since then, they've become a 501 charity. And they are committed to giving our veterans the music that is medicine. And we have facilitated giving away over 200 music festivals and passes, not only to Rocklahoma and Born and Raised, but to other events as well. So you never know what they've got going on. So make sure you check out Rock Event on Facebook and look up that event that they've got coming up. And I'm going to give you some details on that a little bit later. Also, we want to give a shout out to our own Rebel Angel of photography by Angel Lee. She's been our proud photographer for over almost 3 years now, and covering Rocklahoma and a couple of other local festivals such as Rock the River and Rock the Equinox as well. Remember, you can see her stunning images from our travels by going to Photography by Angel Lee. And remember, if you find yourself, make sure you tag yourself in the comments. And if you share, please tag that photographer for us. She will be with us this year at Rocklahoma 2025. I can't wait to see what we get lined up this year. Also, let's not forget about the big old bus, bringing a busload of debauchery to Rocklahoma and couple of other festivals as well. Man, it's not a party in the campgrounds until you see those converted school buses pull up and bring in the party with them. And they've got a whole laundry list of events that's going to be taking place Memorial Day weekend at Rocklahoma. And all of those events will be listed on the official Rocklahoma Campgrounds map. We will be releasing the map here in probably this week, actually. A good friend of mine who has been so generous with his time and his energy and his focus, Darren Pilkington, has been helping us with the campgrounds map this year. And I believe we will be taking submissions for the map here shortly, maybe even this week. Also, we want to give some love to Metalcore Clothing, who prints our limited edition t-shirts. If you'd like to sponsor the show, you can either donate those stars or you can rep some merch. And you can shoot us an email with your shirt size and we can get you a t-shirt. Our shirts are made by Metalcore Clothing based out of Oklahoma City. You might know the owner, the voice of local band Perseus, Jeremy Knight, and his wonderful wife, Lacey, who is a Miss Rocklahoma in her own right. And we are glad to have them as a sponsor here on the official podcast of Rocklahoma. Now, also, before we continue, we like to kick off every show by cracking open a cold one. And this week's cold one, as all of the previous, has been provided by Prior Liquor, Wines, and Spirits. And Priors, remember, guys, if you need to stock up on your beverages for Rocklahoma, or maybe you're just going to be passing through the town of Prior nearby, make sure you get your refreshments at Prior Liquor, Wines, and Spirits. Monty and the family are proud supporters of the local music scene and several of those camps at Rocklahoma. So be sure that you repay the favor by throwing them some business. And they have been throwing me some samples for me to try here on the show because I like to try new things. And this one's going to be this one is Juice Drop. It is a hazy IPA. Now, if you know me, you know I don't mind being a little hazy. This is from Breckenridge Brewery. It boasts soft, lush, and intensely juicy. Giggity. All right, now, I have had some bad luck, so I'm prepared. Are you guys prepared? Let's go ahead and crack open this show by cracking open a cold one from myself and everybody at Prior Liquor, Wines, and Spirits. Cheers. Ooh, it is an IPA. It's very much an IPA, but whatever the juice in the juice drop is, that takes a lot of the citrus bite out of the IPA. You know what? I like this. That's good. I can do that. Once again, that's a juice drop. You can get yours at Prior Liquor Wines and Spirits. Cheers, you guys. What are you all imbibing on? Do me a favor, drop in the comments. Let me know what you guys are sipping on or puffing on, either way. As long as you're doing it responsibly. I see Scott Bear in the comments says, homie, I would love to give you stars, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, Scott, I am so sorry to hear that, buddy. No worries. I hope she's okay. Josh says staying in Prior for the next few days. Sound like you need to swing by. You sure do, Josh. And whenever you do, make sure you tell them that Adam from Surviving Rocklahoma sent you. And when you go in the store, they have a cooler off to in the back of the sales floor. Make sure that you sign it. There's Christine. Don't shake it up. No, you absolutely. No, I will not. Scott says, been drinking Apple Crown since 7. Ooh, I do love me some Apple Crown. Denny Hutchins is in the comments. Sipping on some Don Julio. Drank too much last night, she says. We're paying for it today. Nah, get you a... I know I happen to have a really good friend that can make some bomb Bloody Marys that can help you take care of that. I see Joey is in the comments. What up, Juicy Joey? This Juicy Drop Hazy IPA is for you, bud. All right, so we've got a show to talk about. You know what? Speaking of talking about a show, there was an awesome show this past weekend at the Bowman Twins Event Center, and I had never been to this place before, but it was absolutely beautiful, guys. And man, it's built to have great local shows, and there's so much room for activities in there, and there's parking. They've got a bar. The place is like brand new. Oh my gosh. And the sound was amazing. I absolutely had a blast at the Bowman Twin. And I want to thank St. Anger Productions for inviting me to host the show. You can see a couple of shots there. Thank you so much to Nostalgic Photography for sending us some clips from the show this weekend. You can also see Project Eclipse right there. Awesome band. Let me see if I can get this going. Yes, and we had an absolute blast, guys. And you know, these bands came from all over Oklahoma. Some of them drove 2 to 4 hours just to play. And Neanderthal Jones had an amazing spot on it set where they pulled up a little rocker, and he absolutely killed it on stage. That was a lot of fun. We also had a couple of great shots from Paralytic, and of course Grave Huffer. Thanks again to Grave Huffer for joining us on the podcast last week for that interview. Remember, you can always watch past episodes of Surviving Rocklahoma on Facebook or YouTube, and you can catch that interview we did with Grave Huffer. Man, it was a heavy show. Once again, thank you to Justin of Nostalgic Photography for shooting in us those pics of the show. Make sure you give them some love on Facebook. But yeah, man, guys, we one of my favorite things about going to those types of events is the way the bands support other bands. And so they all get together, they all come out, and they all jam out. And so it's basically a bunch of guys taking turns on stage, and it's just so fun to watch everybody interact. And marvel at each other's gear and their styles and all swap stories and all of that other stuff. And it's always great to see their support groups that follow them as they play other gigs, getting exposed to other bands. It's just an absolute great time. I want to once again say thanks to St. Anger Productions for inviting us to MC your event as we covered Gravehuffer, Paralytic. Let's see who all it was. It was Gravehuffer, Paralytic, Neanderthal Jones, A Faustian Bargain, Project Eclipse, Soul Length, and Bad Frogs Rising. And we also had Audio Ascension as well. That was an all ages show, and we had an absolute blast. I can't wait till our next event, and I will be telling you where you can catch another event where Surviving Rocklahoma is going to be hosting here in just a little bit. Before we do that, we had some great friends who had rocked the box, and they shot us an email and say, hey, we got an upcoming single that we are going to be debuting, but we want you to give everybody a little taste of it. So here it is, a sneak peek of an upcoming track. You can't find it anywhere else except right here on Surviving Rocklahoma. This is Shelter in Place with their new song, Can't Be Found.
Spinning away, every day's price to pay. What's the cost today? And will it break the bank? Just throw it away. How much time do we have to waste? Can you see I'm afraid? Where's the pleasure for the pain? It often feels like there's no one else around. Guess it's all the same when we're 6 feet underground. Going in circles, we're just spinning round and round. How can I walk this road with no purpose? Can't be found. It can't
Once again, a huge shout out to Shelter in Place. One more studio audience. Give them some love. Give them some reacts. Let's see those reacts pour in. You can see them coming up. They are so proud that they have a big show coming up April 19th along with Texas Hippie Coalition at the Diamond Ballroom. Congratulations, guys. I always love to see that band play anytime, man. It is a great show anytime you can catch them. Thank you so much, Tyler, and all the rest of the gang for rocking the box. Remember, guys, if you'd like your music featured here on the show, it's simple. All you got to do, shoot me an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. So, with that being said, folks, this is the official podcast of Rocklahoma, and there is some Rocklahoma news. You know, we are right now in the midst of the upgrade phase. Now, this one's a new one. This is they've never done this before. Normally, you have the ability to renew, and that usually lasts about a week or so, and you can renew, and then you just let them know that you would like to upgrade and you would like to either go to a higher tier package, or maybe you want to see if your reserve seating can get closer, or maybe you want to move your campsite. That all comes after you renew. Now, since they've got a different ticketing company that they are going with this year, they are giving you the ability to upgrade your passes. So make sure you check your emails if you did renew. Now, if you've got questions, again, this is a first time that they've ever done it this way. If you have any concerns or things aren't appearing for you the way you would like, go ahead and feel free to give them a call. Sharon and them are happy to help you guys. So make sure that you give them a call. Don't get discouraged if it's not quite working the way you expect it to, but give it a chance. This is just, once again, giving you a new option, since we weren't too much fan of what was it, Frontgate? I can't remember who they had last year, but I'm kind of digging the new process they've got. Now, after this phase, where you have the opportunity to upgrade to a higher package. Remember, those upper packages such as Rockstar, those are limited. So they can sell out, and they sell out every year. So if you were able to get that upgrade, this is your time to do so. The same goes with trying to get your reserve seating moved closer if you wanted to move your campsite. After that, this is over, then the general sale will be opening up, and that's when we can expect to see the official lineup announcement. And I'm so very excited to see who we're going to be getting this year. I've got high hopes. There's some folks that I feel that might be here this year that I am totally excited about. Now, remember, folks, always get your information directly from Rocklahoma, and I will do my best to echo things at once it has been released. And even though, there's always rumors, there's always speculation, there's always guesses on lineup and the way things can go, because we have become so privileged, and we are very much honored to have the credentials that we have. I will be doing my best to stay in line with what is being released and not go outside of that, because once again, the credentials that we are afforded are very sacred to me, and I am not jeopardizing any of those by working on something that has not been released yet. So until it comes from them, I'm just kind of staying out of it because I do not want to give out information that is incorrect. So I've got to make sure that it's legit before I'm going to regurgitate anything I see online. But with that being said, we are going to go ahead and move on. Oh, what about you guys? Is there anybody you're excited to see? Anybody you're hoping to see this year? Juicy Joey says, I've already paid my money and we'll be there no matter who it is. Agreed. I'm the same way. I buy my passes just like everybody else. I get my base VIP. And for me, I renew before I even have a clue who the lineup is. For me, it's mostly about the party and the family and the atmosphere there, rather than and the lineup to me is an afterthought. That's just the icing on the cake for me. But that's just kind of the way it is for a lot of folks inside the rock community. And I can't wait till this year. Now, we are talking a bit about Labor Day, and before we move on, I do want to touch base on what is going to be going on tomorrow. As many of you know, and a lot of folks have just about it. I mean, if you're watching the show, I'm assuming you've got Facebook. As everybody been saying online, the weather is about to get absolutely nasty this year. I think northeastern Oklahoma, most of northeastern Oklahoma is going to get 4 to 6 inches, and it's going to be slippery. It's going to be ice cold, super, super cold. So guys, make sure that you're making those kids who say that they're not cold, make sure they're bundling up, because it is going to be a cold one out there, and you don't want any frozen pipes. And it's going to be a fun for the next couple of days. I know a lot of the schools in the area have been closing, so it looks like you guys, like the rest of us, are all going to be snowed in with the kids. But I tell you what, until then, let's go ahead and break off some more tasty jams. What do you say? We got another local band that is going to be having a concert this weekend. And we played them here a couple of months ago on the show, and you guys absolutely loved them. We got some emails from folks who really like the band, and they want to see more from them. And so by your request, here is Crimson Love with L.A.
I've been shut out, been left out from the crowd, left on the street.
Once again, that was Crimson Love with LA Save Me, and you can catch them, you can save them this weekend. That is, save them from not playing for you at the Vanguard on the 22nd. They will be playing. You can get your tickets for $15. Doors at 7, show is at 8. Once again, that's the Vanguard with Crimson Love. Studio audience, give them some love. They're going to be joined by Some Hearts, Hammer Lane Hippies, and Bison. So that's going to be an amazing show, man. I like that track, man. There's just something about those screaming guitars, man. They had me right from the beginning. Now, the following night, on the 23rd at the Shrine, tickets are $25 in advance or $30 at the door to see the original voice of Saliva. Josie Scott is going to be playing the Shrine, and he's going to be joined by Edema, Core, Fist of Rage, 8 Minutes, and 7 Foot Monkey. Man, that's going to be an awesome show. That's one I want to see. Once again, at the Shrine, that's the original voice of Saliva, Josie Scott, featuring Edema, Core, Fist of Rage, 8 Minutes, and 7 Foot Monkey. $25, $30 at the door. Man, what a show. Also, we've also got an awesome gig coming up. Once again, we are proud to be working with Rockavet, and there's a benefit coming up here next month. The Black Pearl presents a concert to benefit our veterans, active duty, first responders, and blue and gold star families. This is going to be featuring Dime Store Riot, 9 Left Dead, 7 Foot Monkey, and I'm going to be hosting the thing. So definitely make sure that you save the date, March 29th at the Shrine. We're going to be there jamming out. We're going to be raising some money to benefit our veterans through Rockavet. Once again, everybody, Rockavet just does some amazing, amazing things. It is, I'm always so honored to be affiliated with these guys. They're always impressing me with the new things that they've got going on. And to my understanding, they've got a couple of other things in the works that they can't quite talk about. So this is the first of many developments courtesy of Rockavet and Black Pearl. Once again, that's Black Pearl presents a concert to benefit our vets, active duty, first responders, Blue Star and Gold Star families. There's going to be raffles and auctions, 9 Left Dead, 7 Foot Monkey, and Rocklahoma alums, Dime Store Riot, and yours truly will be hosting. Can't wait for that one, folks. And you know what? Speaking of Rockavet, we've been doing a running contest. Now, I know it's a ways away, but 4th of July, we are going to be naming a winner of a GA weekend pass to Rocklahoma 2025 Labor Day weekend. And if you would like a chance to win that ticket, well, we've been giving away code words every episode, and this week's code word is Ice Tea, as in Ice Tea like the rapper. And actually, I think he played a while back too, come to think of it. But yeah, Ice Tea is your code word this week. Now remember, save up these code words, and just before 4th of July, they're going to have you submit your list of code words, and They'll determine the person with the most correct code words to win GA Pass, Weekend Pass to Rocklahoma in 2025. Once again, the Rockavet code word this week is iced tea. You know, guys, we are cooking right along, and I love it. We've got so much music this week. I love it when we can get a triple feature, y'all. And we had all kinds of submissions in the rock box, and we got another one coming at you right now. This band, I've heard them a few times, and I was listening to them today when I was checking through the emails, and this is one of my new favorite tracks from them. This is Cirkus with Bread Like Mice. Once again, that was Cirkus with Bread Like Mice. Give them studio audience. Yes. Man, let me tell you, I want to thank once again St. Anger Productions for having me out this past week, because after being exposed to that much thrash and just heavy stuff, it's bands like that that helps it broaden my musical horizons in the world of rock and roll and heavy metal. And thank you so much, Circus, for rocking the box and submitting your music to be played here on the podcast. And as we round up the show, guys, I just want to remind everybody, thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys for tuning into the show. And bands, if you would like your music featured here on the podcast, it's simple. All you got to do is shoot us an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. And when you do, please include that EPK, that electronic press kit. It's easy, really. Just include a bio, send me some music, tell me a little bit about yourself, maybe send us a picture so we know what you look like. And if you're going to be playing some gigs in the area, just include those as well. We'd like to let everybody know where to go to see you put on a show. And because we've got some excellent submissions that come through the Rock Box. Now, remember, the Rock Box is not only just for musical submissions. Maybe you went to the show and you would just like to write a review. You would like to write a blog, or you would like to do like Nostalgic Photography did and send in some of your shots to be featured on the show. It's fine. We love music here. We support local music. Shoot me an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. We'd like to see what you thought of a local show near you. Now, it doesn't matter how you are consuming the content, whether you're watching us here on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, or you're listening in post on one of the podcast networks. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, as those numbers do matter. And with that being said, let's also go back here into the comments. Hold on, before we wrap things up. It's all right, Grinch, you still made it. Better late than never. Fashionably late, my friend. And that's why, it's on Facebook, because you can rewind. I see John Townsend of Sparrowhawk Camp is in the comments. Now, remember, Sparrowhawk has got a big show coming up here in April. There's a motorcycle rally going on. You guys have got to check out the details. There's some amazing bands on that lineup. Thank you, Bill. We appreciate that. We love you too. Can't wait to see you again in August. Learn some shit sometimes. Big Clown will be there. You're welcome, Mr. Matt Adams. You're very welcome for playing us. Thank you so much for letting you. Now, remember, folks, we owe a lot to our sponsors who help keep this show going. And so let's remember to thank all of our sponsors. First up is DEB Concerts, who asked the question, what do you want to do with your life? I want to rock. And Rocky does. Rocky will be doing at the Roadhouse, as he has the DEB concert stage inside the Roadhouse, featuring locals and national bands and some throwbacks as well. I can't wait to see what he brings us at Rocklahoma 2025. And if you're going to be at Rocklahoma and you're going to be getting you a campsite, or maybe you're going to get Born and Raised and get you a campsite, give At Your Service Rentals a call. You can get your own portable restroom for your campsite. You can even get you a swimming pool too, and you get to keep the pool. Just don't be like that guy in the middle of the night looking for a place to go poo. Hey, buddy, what are you doing over there?
Dinner was full.
Yeah, I didn't call. At Your Service Rentals. Also, let's give a lot of love to Rockavet, bringing the music that is medicine to our veterans for several years now. Remember, if you are collecting those code words to win a GA pass to Rocklahoma 2025, that code word is Ice Tea. And remember to save your code words, as the person with the most correct code words will win a GA pass to Rocklahoma 2025. We also want to shout out to the Rocklahoma Bitches, our local music scene cheerleaders that keeps the vibes going at a local event or Rocklahoma. And let's not forget their new incarnation, the Redneck Bitches, who have also donated those guitars that we've been giving away courtesy of the Rocklahoma and Born and Raised scavenger hunts. So huge shout out, by the way, to our own Rocklahoma's George Washington and our Pink Flamingo Justin for doing the scavenger hunt. We can't wait to give you the details of this year's scavenger hunt. I believe they're working on it right now. Now, remember, those guitars were signed over by over a dozen Rocklahoma artists, everyone we encountered back in the media tent, and you can get yours by participating and winning in that scavenger hunt. And let me tell you, it is a challenge. It will take you a lot of work all weekend to win that. I see one individual who won last year's guitar is in the comments. What is up, Sarah? She got Cosmo, the teal guitar that was signed. And you can find the photos of these guitars and everybody who signed them by going to Photography by Angel Lee, the official photographer of Surviving Rocklahoma, the official podcast of Rocklahoma. Speaking of, huge shout out to Photography by Angel Lee, our proud partner and sponsor for over 3 years now. We've traveled the country twice, and we've been covered local festivals as well. Make sure you give her a lot of love on her Facebook page, Photography by Angel Lee. Also, if you would like to rep your Surviving Rocklahoma merch, well, you can get you a shirt. Just shoot us an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com, and you can get your shirts produced by Metalcore Clothing, a veteran-owned business. And technically, they are rock royalty as well. So a lot of love to Metalcore Clothing. But before we close out the show, guys, we've had a successful show. We didn't have any tech issues. It went absolutely smooth, and nothing goes better with a smooth show like a nice smooth beer. And I am thoroughly enjoying this Juice Drop Hazy IPA, courtesy of Prior Liquor Wines and Spirits. And join me, everybody, as we give a toast to a successful live stream, a good first day, and here's to surviving the blizzard of 2025. Cheers, everybody. On behalf of Prior Liquors, Wines, and Spirits, salute. Alrighty, folks. With that being said, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. And but that does it for me. I've got some stuff to do. I've got to go out and get ready for this apparent ice storm that's rolling in tomorrow. You guys stay safe. Remember to run that hot water through your pipes. No frozen pipes this week, y'all. And bundle up, stay warm, stay on the positive side of life. And until next time, rock on.